This video is going to look at 3 different characteristics for data: the median, the mode, and the range. So whenever we're asked to find the median, we need to think about looking for the number in the middle. And we don't just look for the number in the middle of the data set, we have to first arrange the numbers from least to greatest. When we're asked to find the mode, we want to think about the number that we see most often in the data set. And when we're asked to find the range, they're asking for the spread of the numbers. So we take the highest number and we subtract from it the lowest number. So let's look at some problems where we're going to use the median, the mode, and the range. Here's our first problem. We're going to look at the median. The question asks, what is the median number of minutes in this set of data? Now we have to remember, median means the number in the middle, but first we need to arrange the numbers from least to greatest. If we're looking at our table or at our graph, we can see that it doesn't have the number that goes with each of these bars. So the first thing we really need to do is to label each of them. If I look at Sunday, I can see that there were 40 minutes spent walking on that day. So I'm going to label that 40. If we look at Monday, we can see that Monday there were 20 minutes. I'm going to alternate colors so it's easier for us to differentiate between each one. On Tuesday, it lies right between 20 and 40. Now, if I can see that 30 is right in the middle, then I'm good. If I don't see that, I can always take 40 and subtract 20 from it. I see that the range between the two of those is 20. And then divide that by 2, I have 10, and then I can add 10 to the 20 to get 30 in the middle. Now Wednesday, there were 60, so let's go ahead and label Wednesday 60. Thursday was 20, and Friday is right in between 80 and 100, so Friday will be 90. Once I have each of these labeled, now I can go ahead and list them from least to greatest. So my smallest number was 20, and I like to check each one off so that I can make sure I don't miss any. Now, we have another 20. We cannot ignore the other 20. We have to list both of them. Next is 30, and then 40. And then we have 60 and 90. So I need to find the one that is in the middle. The easiest way to do it is just to take one off of each end at a time until I get to the middle. Now I can see that I have 2 numbers that are in the middle. So I have to pick the number that would fall exactly between them. Another way that we can find the number that would be right in between 2 numbers is to add them. So 30 plus 40 gives us a sum of 70. Then we can just divide 70 by 2. Which gives us the result of 35. So the median for this problem would be 35. Now we're going to look at another problem. This problem asks us to look at the range. The table below shows the high temperatures reached in several cities on one day. If we look at the table, we can see there are 8 cities and that it has the high temperatures of those cities listed below. The question asks us, what is the range of the temperatures? Range is asking us to look at the spread of the data. So they want to know what is the difference between the highest and the lowest temperature. It's really important that we don't look at the numbers on the top. Those are the city numbers. We want to look at all of the temperatures. Sometimes that can be confusing to students because they see numbers in both rows of the table and they're not sure which ones to look at. But it's asking for the range of the temperatures. So I can look through my data and I'm looking for the smallest number. It looks like 53 is the smallest. I don't see anything less than that. And I'm also going to look for the greatest number. And the greatest number I see is 91. Now, another thing that I could do is I could line them up from least to greatest and then pick the smallest and the greatest of the numbers. I can see that I've got 91 and 53. I'm going to go ahead and subtract those to find the difference. The difference is 38 degrees, so the range is 38 degrees. The last question that we're going to look at in our video today is on mode. Remember that mode asks us for the quantity that we see most often. The table below shows the height in centimeters for various plants in an experiment. If I look at my table, I can see plant numbers listed across the top. There were 8 plants and their height in centimeters. Which statement about the data for the height is true? So I want to look at the height. And if I preview my answer choices, I can see that they're all talking about the mode. So I need to find the mode. Mode is the number that I see most often. One strategy I like to use is to just look at my first number, 45, and then I scan the rest of my table to see if I see another 45. I don't, so I'm going to cross it out. My next number is 23, so let's scan our table. I see another 23. So I'm going to circle those and see if there are any other numbers that occur more often than 23. The next one is 38. I do not see another 38. After that, I have a 44. There are no 44s. Then there is 28, which again, I don't see. And if I'm looking at the last 3, I can see that none of them occur anywhere else, so I can eliminate them as well. So the mode is 23.